Today's video is all about taking out the old and making room for the new, so let's get on with the declutter. Alright, let's see what we're going to be getting rid of here. Most of this stuff, guys, is going to be the color. First, we have this e.l.f. blush in the color Pink Passion. This color is just way too bright for my skin tone, and it's kind of old, so now it's getting a little patchy and dry, as you can see in the swatch. So this one's just going to be let go. Next up, we have this hard candy blush in the color Baby Doll. This one is way too bright. As you can see here, it's just not going to work for me. I do love these hard candy blushes though. The pigmentation is awesome, but this color just doesn't do it for me. Now we have this Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore. This is such a great formula, but the color throws just a little too much orange for me. And yes, I have broken it, so this one's time to be probably passed on. Not necessarily going to throw this one away. Now this blush is Wet n Wild's Heather Silk Blush. It's crazy pigmented, gorgeous, but this color is just way too deep for me. So this one's probably going to be passed on to one of my sisters. They are a little bit darker than me, and I think it will work a little bit better. Okay, now let's get into this Eclipse contour palette. I was really expecting big things with this palette, but to me the formula is very dry. They are a little pigmented, but they are just so drying on me that I just could not get these to smooth out at all. Color correcting on this one just comes off totally patchy. Next, we have the Hard Candy Sheer Glow. This is just something I don't find myself reaching for. I have had it in multiple shades, but for me, it just throws too much of a sheen on my skin. So this one, I'm probably going to be letting go completely. We're working our way through this. Next is going to be this L'Oreal Hydra Perfect Loose Powder. I have mine in the shade Light. I had heard so many people talking about this one on YouTube, so I wanted to try it. But for me, the fragrance on this powder is just too strong and overbearing. This one I'll probably just pass along, not get rid of completely. I'm sure somebody could use this one. These next two are going to be old. These are Avon Color Quads, and these are just time to go completely. I have the Romantic Mauves and the Vibrant Spice. These were just colors that at the time I was thrilled about, but I never actually got around to using. And they've dried up on me, so I think it's just time that we let these go. Okay, these next two are going to be Almay eyeshadow trios. This first one is going to be in the shade 403 Smoky. These were just a little bit too cool tone for my liking. I like my eyeshadows a little bit more warm toned. So this one I think I'm just going to pass along. Okay, I can't tell you the shade of this next one because I burnt it off. Yes, burnt it off. But these are pretty much my favorites, but they have been around for a little while, so it's probably time to let them go. Even though they do have awesome pigmentation, they're just a little too old. Okay, this next one is going to be the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells. As you can see, this one's gotten its use multiple times over. It's not that this is a bad palette, it's just time to get another one. Last but not least, we have this NYX eyebrow kit For me, I love the gel on this one, but the shadows were just too light for me. Even though this is supposed to be in the shade dark brown, my eyebrows are very dark and it was very noticeable that I had this on my eyebrows, so this one's gonna have to be let go. Alright guys, that's going to conclude this declutter. Stay tuned for a haul and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye y'all.